We have reached a level of insanity in American politics that I don't know that we've ever seen before. Okay, we have a Republican Party, and it's mouthpieces in talk radio and podcasts and on Fox, Newsmax, and OAN, telling the American people, if you didn't get your SNAP benefits, you need to blame the Democrats for it. Even though they control the government, even though they could stop the government shutdown on their own tomorrow if they wanted to, go blame the Democrats. So then they shut off SNAP benefits. Then they're sued. A judge says, hey, you got to pay out the full SNAP benefits. And they go, you know what, fuck you. And we're going to take this all the way to the Supreme Court. Then the Supreme Court tells them, hey, you don't have to pay out SNAP benefits. You can temporarily freeze SNAP benefits. So the states step up and make sure that people have food. And what's happening now? The Trump administration is demanding that the states stop doing that. Trump administration demands states undo full SNAP payouts as states warn of catastrophic impact. Trump's administration is demanding states undo full SNAP benefits paid out under judges' orders last week, now that the U.S. Supreme Court has stayed those rulings, marking the latest swing in a seesaw swing legal battle over the anti-hunger program used by 42 million Americans. The demand from the U.S. Department of Agriculture came as more than 24 states warned of catastrophic operational disruptions if the Trump administration does not reimburse them for those SNAP benefits that they authorized before the Supreme Court stays. Nonprofits and Democratic attorney generals sued to force the Trump administration to maintain the program in November despite the ongoing government shutdown. They won the favorable rulings last week, leading to the swift release of benefits to millions of several states, and the Trump administration belatedly said the program could continue. On Friday night, however, Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson temporarily paused the two rulings, ordering the SNAP disbursement while the nation's highest court considered the Trump administration's appeal. That led the Department of Agriculture on Saturday to write two state SNAP directors, to warn them it now considers payment under the prior orders unauthorized. To the extent states sent full SNAP benefit files for November 2025, this was unauthorized. Patrick Penn, Deputy Undersecretary of Agriculture, wrote to the SNAP directors. Accordingly, states must immediately undo any steps taken to issue full SNAP benefits for November 2025. Penn warned that states could face penalties if they did not comply. It was unclear if the directive applies to states that use their own funds to keep the program alive or the ones relying on federal money entirely. The Department of Agriculture did not immediately respond to a request for comment. U.S. Senator Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, a Republican, on Sunday called the directive shocking if it applies to states like hers that use their own money to prop up the program. It is one thing if the federal government is going to continue its level to appeal through the courts to say, no, this cannot be done, Murkowski said. But when you are telling the states that have said that this is a significant issue, enough issue in our state, we're going to find resources, backfill or front load, whatever term you want, to help our people, those states should not be penalized. Democratic Governor Maura Healey of Massachusetts said SNAP benefits were processed and placed on EBT cards before the U.S. Supreme Court order on Friday night, in line with the previous guidance from the USDA. She said that if Trump attempts to claw back the money, we will see him in court. What do you mean undo it? You want the states to go take that fucking money back off those cards from those people? You don't get to say, we're the ones that want to make sure that hungry people are fed. We're the ones that are fighting to make sure that you get your assistance. It's the Democrats that have this all shut down when you are literally ordering states to take money out of the pockets of poor people. Sorry, you don't get to sell that bullshit anymore.